Aside from the devastation that we've been seeing on TV from California, wildfire probably isn't on your top 10 list of concerns, but it's probably quickly climbing that list for some here in Texas. At the same time that the wildfires were still raging out of control in Los Angeles last month, a new legislative session was just starting in Austin. And Texas lawmakers were being asked to spend hundreds of millions of dollars to hopefully prevent future fires here from being as damaging or deadly. And there will be future wildfires here. From 2005 to 2021, this state experienced 218,351 wildfires. Two of those blew up to become just larger than the entire city of Los Angeles. Two others exploded to each become the size of 3 LAs. And it's not just fields of dry vegetation here. CoreLogic estimates that almost 250,000 Texas homes are threatened by a moderate or greater danger of wildfires, and that makes this state the third most at-risk state behind California and Colorado. The report says that the number of homes that are susceptible in Austin and San Antonio makes them the 5th and 7th most wildfire vulnerable cities in the country. For perspective, all the other cities at the top of that list are in California, which is notorious for wildfires. So, Texas firefighters say they need resources that were especially critical in California recently, specifically firefighting aircraft. We do not have our own fleet here in Texas, so we rely on federal tankers, which are needed in other states as well. Texas lawmakers are now being asked to pay more than $350 million to create an aerial firefighting fleet here.
And that's a combination of both purchasing aircraft and contracting direct with vendors to supply other aircraft.
And have you gotten any early indications, any discussions in the early going here?
Yeah, there's a lot of interest, and I think.
Oh, good. You didn't get a no right out of the box. That's good.
Yeah, they didn't tell us to go pound sand. That's exactly right. And I think it's because it is so important, and the lawmakers in Austin have seen the benefit of having aircraft and allowing Texans to take care of its own and not waiting on the federal system to allow us access to aircraft.
That is the biggest ask that they have, but there's more. You can listen to or watch my whole conversation with Wes Moorhead, the Deputy Director of the Texas A&M Forest Service, which is the lead agency for wildfire response here. He shares specific fire scenarios in Texas that keep him up at night and some interesting lessons they've learned from previous wildfires. I have a link for you to listen or to watch that podcast and a way for you to check the wildfire risk right around where you live. It's all in my story posted today at Jason Wheeler TV on Facebook, Threads, and Blue Sky. And still ahead, tomorrow on Daybreak, it's likely that many California homeowners who lost everything will have major insurance problems. Even if wildfire isn't one of your top concerns, this should be, because you can do simple things now to protect yourself from bigger losses from all kinds of perils and stay right on the money, even if disaster strikes.